How are you doing? Great to see you all. How are you doing? I'm just getting all my mini live streams set up here. We're streaming in 3 Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and more. So we're sort of streaming into like 8 different places at once here. So today we're going to be talking about how to go from 0 to 1 million views in 90 days. Very excited to be sharing. This is a proper masterclass today. Okay, this isn't just sort of a chat. Obviously, a chat is good, but we're actually going to be diving into a full-on masterclass today. And we'd love to hear your views, your thoughts, your feedback on everything that we're covering today. And I know you're gonna love it today. So if you've got any questions, ask us questions in the chat, ask us questions as we go along. We want to hear from you exactly what your tactics are, what's working, what isn't, what you need help with, and anything that we can steer you in the right direction on. So got lots to cover today. So do get involved and do ask any questions as we go along. So I just start sort of taking a look on who's joining us. Hello, big hello to all the people in the Facebook group. Big hello to all the people on Instagram. Big hello to everybody everywhere. It's awesome to see you all. We're going to dive into the content and kind of let's get started, right? So what we want to be doing today, of course, is we're talking about how to go from 0 to 1 million views. How do you go from 0 to 1 million views? Many of you will have seen, our highlights. Many of you would have seen, my stories each day and all of the wins that we post inside of our stories and all of the wins that we post, for all of our many students, in our Reels Millionaire program. And you'll know that, everything that I'm talking about today is totally possible. And, it's not exceptional. You do not need to be exceptional. You don't need to be any different than anybody else. Absolutely anyone can go viral and get 1 million views and also get a huge amount of followers in that time. And, it's absolutely possible. And I want to just quickly kind of, to kind of set the scene, I want to just kind of quickly share a little example of someone right here. Okay. So this is, we've been working with Tyler recently, and Tyler has gone from 20,000 followers to almost 75,000 followers in, the space of 4 weeks or so. So in that 4 weeks, he's absolutely grown massively, and he's sort of created a huge following in that time, 55,000 followers, in that small time that he has been sort of working with us. And it's all been down to, finding a viral format, creating a viral format, and, sharing some incredible, content and tapping into exactly what his audience are looking for and how his audience can be, getting more reach, giving that audience what they're looking for, what they're interested in, and really kind of sharing high quality, high value content that we know his audience are going to love. For example, some of his recent reels just in the last few weeks, 105K, 90K, 65K, 213K, 690, 134, 174, 151, 936. He's got reels that are going into the almost 1 million, 404, 191, 691, 394. Like all these numbers that you're hearing are results that he's gotten in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, for each one of his reels. 155, 103, 225, 334, 347,000, 316, 194, 438,000. Huge reach. Huge reach. And of course, that has then resulted in massive growth for him. So I'm going to break down exactly how that works. And, here's my promise to you guys. By the end of this talk that we're going to be doing today, you're going to have a simple system for going viral fast. Okay. You have a simple system for going viral fast, and you're going to have real world tried and tested strategies that you can apply today. So I'm going to be sharing some stuff that you can do literally today and get real results today that I know you're going to love. Nothing theoretical, nothing, that you can't do anything with. Real world, tried and tested stuff that you can apply today. And if you've got any questions as we go along, please do ask those questions as we go along. I want to hear them so that I can get them answered for you. All right. So we're going to be sharing some tried and tested strategies that you can apply today. And number one, the first thing we're going to look at is how do you know exactly what you need to make to go viral? Okay. How do you need to know exactly what to make to go viral? We're going to cover that so that you don't have any doubt in terms of what content you actually need to make to go viral. And we're going to look at how you actually make videos that get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm going to share some key strategies that give you that exact formula for making hundreds of thousands of views on video. And I hope that's exciting for you guys as well. I'm going to show you how to create videos in literally minutes so that you can be creating those videos fast and actually, you know, establishing a clear workflow that is going to help you create each day and therefore have a higher probability of success. And then I'm going to show you how to grow thousands of followers fast as well, and how you can actually acquire, you know, huge followings to grow thousands of followers fast and essentially turn those views into follows. A lot of you might be getting views on your reels, but maybe you're not getting any follows. I'm going to show you how to be able to convert those things into real follows as well. And that's the key. Okay. Now, of course, you know, many of you know me. I'm Dan. For those of you I haven't met before, what's up, everybody? I've got 100,000 plus followers on Instagram, and I work with someone called Travis, who also has 100,000+ followers on Instagram. And, you know, we also create a lot of viral content out there as well, but we also create a lot of different types of content, whether it be carousels, singles, reels, stories, all of the above. You know, we're creating all those different types of content on social each day. And that's the key for us, you know, is to be a variable creator. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today isn't, you know, it's nothing to do with trending audio. I'm not going to talk about trending audio. I'm not going to talk about hashtags. I'm not going to talk about, you know, all of these hacks that may or may not work, but are very, very short-lived. I'm only going to be sharing with you tried and tested strategies that work. Yeah. Tried and tested strategies that work today. So, you know, really want you to kind of get involved and ask any questions. Now, it was only a couple of years ago that I was working in financial services. Like 2 years ago, I had 0 followers. I was working in consulting in financial services. I was, you know, I'd been working there for about 15 years. I was consulting large organizations like Morgan Stanley, IKEA, Tesco, Dyson. You know, these are all companies that I used to work in. I used to sit on the executive board in Morgan Stanley 2 years ago. You know, so you know, that's suited, booted, buttoned, and tied. You know, it's only 2 years ago that I was sitting in really, really high-end organizations like that. And, you know, now I'm on sort of 100K, have my own business. You know, we're closing way beyond 50K months every single month in terms of sales, you know, and we're on track to make, you know, just under $1 million this year, you know, and it's only our second year in business. So, you know, a big difference, right? A big shift. But again, hopefully showing you that, you know, it's totally possible to grow, because I've tried growing on social. I've been where you are. You know, I've tried to grow and I've failed to grow. I've had 3 YouTube accounts, 3 Instagram channels, you know, and I've made so many different accounts over the years that didn't work, you know, and it's difficult to actually grow. It's difficult to know exactly what to do. It's difficult to know exactly what to make, and it's difficult to know exactly where to go with that content, right? So I've tried to grow on social and I've failed to grow on social. And, you know, whether it's Facebook pages, podcasts, YouTube accounts, you know, Instagram accounts, I've made all of those, loads of them over like a 10-year period. And, you know, they didn't work. Okay. So I know where you are. And it was only 2 years ago that I had 0 and I was just struggling. All right. And you can go to my YouTube channel and you can look at my old videos that I made in my YouTube channel. What's up, Danny? Hello. I'm saying hello to everybody today. Nice to see you all. Okay. You know, and then COVID hit, and then suddenly I had a really big shift. So suddenly COVID hit and I was like, I don't want to do consulting anymore. I don't want to be stuck in behind closed doors or doing meeting after meeting every single day. I want to make, you know, new content. And I took that fearless step and I really kind of made content that, you know, I sort of acted in a fearless way, and I made content from the heart and soul, put myself out there, wild and crazy content, and people responded to it, you know, and that's when I really started growing. And that's when, you know, people really started following me. You know, it was at that point that people started DMing me, people started following me. My videos got more views. You know, I started going viral. People wanted my help. People started paying me for my time. You know, you missed my hilarious reels. Don't worry, Danny, they're coming back. I haven't made videos for a little while, whilst we had a lot of business development stuff going on. And, I'm glad I did, because, we managed to like double the revenue in our business whilst I had a bit of downtime. So I'm very pleased, but I'm back very, very soon. So hang tight. Implementing the tips that I give you. That's amazing. That's amazing, Chaitan. I'm really, really pleased to hear that. And I hope they're working out for you. I hope they're really working out for you. Okay. So it was only when I kind of took that fearless step that it really kind of happened, and that's what I want for you guys, is to be able to kind of take that step and, kind of make it happen. All right. So look, let's dive into the content. How do we go viral? Look, there are only 3 phases, 3 things that you need to do in order to be able to go viral. Okay. This is literally what we teach in all of our programs. This is, this is me sharing everything that I know today. And this is exactly how we help people get these results. Okay. So look, there are 3 phases in order for you to be able to go viral, grow a huge following, and, become an influencer, right? As an expert. Okay. And most importantly, as an expert with unique content. Okay. There are 3 phases. The first phase is the research phase. All right. Researching what works. We're going to talk about each one of these phases more, so you can understand how each one of these works. But the first phase is the research phase, understanding how, content works, what high reach topics are out there, high impact hooks, high chance of success content, Then we're going to look in the refine phase, where we're going to be testing lots of different things. And then we're going to be simplifying our production in the refine phase, so that, we know exactly what is working, what isn't, and what to start, stop, and continue to be able to continue to get success. And then we work into a repeat stage, where we actually repeat what's working, right? We find that perfect sub that people want for our content, and then we give them that perfect sub, every single day. And it's that repetition that creates the virality and, the really, really big numbers and really, really big videos. Okay. So research, refine, repeat. Those are our 3 stages. And let's break down each one of those stages individually. Okay. Here's the thing though, right? Most people will never go viral. Most people will never go viral, right? Why? Because most people are guessing when it comes to content. They're guessing, right? They're making value adding, well-intentioned content. They have great ideas and they make posts around those great ideas, but they don't actually know if those ideas are what people are actually looking for. That's the problem. Are those ideas what people are actually looking for? Let me give an example, all right? So if you were to make a post about how to cook Thanksgiving turkey a week before Thanksgiving, you'd probably get a lot of views, right? It's relevant, okay? But if you made a post about how to cook Thanksgiving turkey a week after Thanksgiving, you'd get way less views. Okay, the post is the same. The post is exactly the same, adds the same amount of value as any other post, except the first one was timely and relevant, and the second one was outdated. So it's not about just value. Okay, when people say like, oh, add value, you just need to make content that adds more value, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, well, no, value isn't the differentiator for content. Okay, yes, of course, it is an important aspect in going viral. You want your content to add value, but that value has to be relevant. That value has to be timely. That value has to be specifically what people are looking for and what they're interested in right now, today. Okay. Not just general value. All right. Why, otherwise, if general value was true, then I could just sit here and read out sections of an encyclopedia and I would go viral. Yeah. When that's not going to happen, is it? No one's going to be interested in that. Okay. So it's not just about viral, okay? It's about understanding what people are looking for. So most people will never go viral because they're just coming up with ideas out of their own head. And then what happens is when something does do well, they see success as luck. They're like, oh, that was lucky. Well, that reel got, 3,000 views. Well, that reel got 4,000 views. That was lucky, right? They think it's just lucky that they got a lot of views. And so what they don't do is they don't analyze why that thing worked. And so because they don't analyze what worked, they just keep changing it. They just keep changing it. And they're like, well, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do something different. They're going to keep changing it instead of analyzing what works. And so they never get into a pattern of repeating what's actually working. They just keep changing and changing and changing. And they expect one thing to just blow up, overnight just because it's a good idea. But again, value isn't the differentiator of reality. Okay, it's not about value. It's, you know, there's a lot of viral reels out there that offer no value whatsoever. Okay, so it's not about value. Okay, it's about timeliness and relevancy first, then value. Okay, so the secret, of course, is to only posting what you know works. Now, imagine if you had a roulette wheel. All right, when you play roulette, you throw a dice around the wheel, and you say to yourself, "Hey, you know, dropping bombs, Gareth. Oh, I'm glad this is helpful, mate." You know, if any of you, you know, by the way, if any of you are getting value out of this and you want the same results that I am talking about today, you know, millions of views, tens of thousands of followers, if you want any of that, then just DM me. Okay, right now, you could DM me and come back into the live and we'll talk, and I'll talk to you about our Reels Millionaire program, about how we get you there. Okay, and you will have seen from my stories, from my highlights, and from all of our case studies that we've done it over and over and over again. In fact, we're now at 3 million followers for our clients total. Okay, within, you know, 6 months of running the program, we've gained 3 million followers for our clients. So, you know, that's how serious we are. All right. So the secret to going viral, DM Dan. Thank you, Danny. So DM me if you want the same. All right. The secret to going viral is only posting what you know works. So imagine you've got a roulette wheel, all right, and you throw a ball on that roulette wheel. Now, most people, when they throw the ball, they go, oh, you know, 13, I'm feeling lucky. 13's my number. I've got a good feeling about 13, yada, 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 okay? It's just guessing, isn't it? You know, it's just guessing, all right? So the ball could land anywhere, right? So we can never know exactly where the ball's going to land. But what if I could tell you what quadrant the ball would land in. All right. So instead of every time you played roulette, what if I could tell you exactly what quadrant that ball would land in? I can't tell you exactly whether it will win or not, but I can tell you what quadrant it would land in. That's what we do. Okay. That's what we do in Reels Millionaire, is we work with you to narrow down, you know, the options that you have so that your probability of success is way, way higher. Okay. But most people are just spinning that ball on a roulette wheel. And so they're guessing, you know. So what we want to be doing is we want to be doing research to work out exactly what to be making, what to be doing, what to be looking at, you know, and how to be making that content. How do we do that? Okay. Well, look, you know, one of the easiest ways to do that is to go on TikTok. And you can go on TikTok, you can type in your niche, you can type in, you know, your search term, and you can filter that by exactly what you're looking for. All right. So you can type in the search term, hit the filter button, and then filter that by what you're looking for. And then what you can do is you can then choose from the filters when that was posted. So you can go, you know, only look for example, Instagram tips content, and then filter it by posted in the last 2 weeks. And then you can say only play stuff that, you know, is the most liked content, you know, that's been made in the last 2 weeks. All right. So you can filter all of that out with, you know, with content, with the TikTok filter, and you can find what's working and you can find what's going viral right now in literally just a matter of seconds, you know, by typing it into TikTok. Okay. So for me, that's one of my favorite ways to find what's viral. Okay. So, you know, if I show you, like, here's TikTok. All right. Here's TikTok. You know, you can go to TikTok and you can hit this filter at the top right here. Okay, hit the filter at the top. That's going to bring up a whole bunch of options for you. And then you can filter it by the most liked in the last week. And then that's going to show you exactly what to be making. All right. So suddenly you've gone from guessing on content to reverse engineering what's actually working. And of course, you can look on Instagram, you can look on people's profiles, you can look anywhere you like. We also have a tool that's called the Viral Content Vault. And the Viral Content Vault actually monitors 1,000 influencers on Instagram and pulls back their most trending content every single week from 1,000 plus influencers on Instagram. If you are interested in getting access to the Viral Content Vault right now, it's only $7 a month, guys, to get access to the Viral Content Vault. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, again, DM me and I'll get you access to the Viral Content Vault. It's exclusive access right now. It's a brand new tool, completely bespoke, does not exist anywhere else, totally made, you know, right here in the Social Boom HQ, completely unique and made by us. Okay. So if you want the Viral Content Vault, if you want a tool that's going to surface the most trending content from 1,000 plus influencers every single week, And so all you need to do is literally just lift and drop this content. Let me know, and I'll send you a link. Just DM me afterwards. All right. It's only $7 a month to get access to it. Okay, so we want to be doing our research, reverse engineering what works, going to influencers' accounts, going to people's accounts, seeing what's worked on their account, choosing the videos that's worked on their account, and seeing what's gone viral. You can go to someone's feed and look at what's gotten loads and loads and loads of reach. You can go to Travis's feed and you can take a look at his feed, and you know, you'll see some of his videos have got like 40K and some of his videos have got over 1 million. All right, so you'll see on his feed which ones are going absolutely viral right now and which ones that you should be inspired by and should be making something like in order to be able to get more reach for yourself. Okay, so that's how we improve our research, is we look at what each of those elements are. And you know, Travis is a great example. So Travis is my business partner now, but Travis used to be a student of mine, and that's how he kind of came into Social Boom. And he actually came to me with 8,000 followers or 9,000 followers. And, you know, we worked together with him. He was struggling to get like 20 followers a day, slow progress to 10K, never thought he would get there. And we worked on his account, and within 4 weeks, we managed to get him millions of views, and he grew 96,000 followers in 4 weeks. 96,000 followers in 4 weeks, Travis got, with this same strategy. That was how the Reels Millionaire strategy was born. Was Travis went from, you know, 9,000 to 104,000 in literally a matter of weeks, right? And he's not exceptional by any stretch. He's quite a normal result. Okay, so you know, it is entirely possible to get huge reach and huge growth on everything that you do. The question is whether you have the right strategy to be able to do that. And again, DM me if you want more information about Reels Millionaire. If you want for that to come around, then let me know. Shrey says, waiting for the May calendar. Not quite sure what you mean there, Shrey. You'll have to tell me a little bit more about that. Yeah, let me know if you want to find out more information. All right. Okay. So, you know, that's the first bit, is the research phase. Then we move into the refine phase. What is the refine phase? The refine phase is where we then start testing out content, don't we? We start testing formats, right? So we have a calendar full of formats that work. We know every single thing in that calendar works, right? We know it works. We know it's been proven viral. We know it has a high probability of success. We're no longer guessing. Now we need to start testing, because just because something's gone viral for, you know, somebody else doesn't mean it's going to go viral for you and your audience. So now we need to start testing formats, right? Testing production, testing angles, testing lengths, testing scripts, testing hooks, testing. There you go. Dan and Travis helped me, and I grew to 100K on Instagram. Wow, you're on 60K on Facebook already, Danny. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Shrey says, we've been following your previous post on the April calendar. I wanted to do the same for May. Oh, well, thank you, Shrey. Yeah, so the next bit is that testing phase. How do you start doing more? The refinement phase. How do you start doing refinement? What are we looking for? Okay. Well, we don't know what works yet, do we? We don't know exactly what works. Just because we found something that works for somebody else, we don't know whether it's going to work on our profile. So we're testing. What are the kind of things that we're testing? We're testing hooks. You know, the hook is the first thing that comes in within the first 3 seconds of your reel. It's the thing that, you know, you start with. It's the first sentence that you say, the hook. Okay. Instagram marketing hack you need to know, part 2. Okay. It's the hook. First part of your reel is your hook, and you're going to test lots of different hooks. And to just give you a sense of the power of a hook and how, you know, nuanced hooks can be, because I think people underestimate how nuanced they can be. I was doing a series called, you know, Secret Website for Marketers, right? And I was doing that, or doing it over and over again, doing lots and lots and lots of them. They were going well. Okay. They were getting like 40K for each of them, and it was good fun. Then I changed the hook. Okay. I changed it from secret website for marketers to naughty website for marketers. So I literally changed one word. All I did was change one word in the hook. Okay, one word, and that took my average from 40K to 200K. Okay, So one word in my hook is all I changed, and I went from 40K to 200K. That is how significant hooks are, okay, and how nuanced hooks are. All right, they are absolutely crucial to stopping the attention, stopping the scroll, getting people to, really pay attention. Okay, and you've got to get people stopping the scroll and paying attention. If they're not stopping and paying attention, then hey, nothing's going to happen. All right, so you've got to stop the scroll, you've got to help them pay attention. All right, so the power of a hook is really, really important. What kind of hooks are out there? Outcome hooks, FOMO hooks. Okay, secret thing 4, you wouldn't believe this, X thing you didn't know, top things I wish I knew earlier, X hack you didn't know, something thing it feels illegal to know, watch this if you're this thing is amazing. Like all these kind of things are hooks that are going to help people stop the scroll, and they're going to help people, then start consuming your content. Shrey, do I help businesses too? Yes, we absolutely help you. We help you rapidly grow and monetize your following in a matter of weeks, taking you from 0 to 1 million views in 90 days. That's our goal. Shrey says, we're having a hard time to figure out social media pages. Yep. Well, we can help you with that. DM me afterwards for more information. Okay, just DM me any word. I don't really care. DM me reels. That's probably the better way to go. And we'll talk more about that. Okay, further in there. All right. I'm an AI images artist, and who so I answer this question. I'm an AI image artist, and who I can research for that to make things go viral, because there's nothing to research and I can't use a hook. I don't know how you can say there's nothing to research in terms of AI. I mean, AI is the biggest subject right now. AI is literally everywhere. So, if you're looking for AI hooks, I mean, just type AI into search and you'll have 1 million of them. AI is huge. AI is going massively, massively viral right now. You don't need to look far to find AI. I think you're probably just following the wrong people. I like that you added top hooks to the Social BIM newsletter. Oh, cool. Thank you, Danny. I'll let Travis know, because he puts that together. So I'll let him know. And he'll appreciate that. All right. So, outcome and FOMO hooks are one example of that, but there's lots of different things that you can do. Also, we're also going to be testing types and styles. Okay. There's lots of different styles you could be doing, tutorials, showcases, skits, behind the scenes, insights. Like there's loads of different types of, formats that you could be creating, time lapses, stand-up tutorials, podcast interviews, clips, notepad transitions. Like there's loads and loads of stuff, and you've got to find your own one, right? You've got to find the format that you enjoy. I'm not one for sort of long, lengthy, lots and lots and lots of camera angles and shots kind of content, right? That's just not really my jam. Danny, who's on the line, is amazing in that. Lots of angles, lots of shots, lots of time lapses, lots of scene changes. For me, I'm just more of a sort of, let's get talking kind of guy. So, it varies from person to person what that thing is. And I think, what we do in Reels Millionaire is we work with you directly. We actually work with you. I work with you directly to identify what that is, and for you to be able to make awesome content in that, right? So the difference between Reels Millionaire and anything else is, most people will just sell you a link to a course and you get a link and suddenly you're on your own. With Reels Millionaire, I'm literally working with you. It's a coaching program, okay? It's a coaching and partnership program where you work with me directly over 6 months to get incredible results, okay? That's why it works, okay? Because we're working with you directly. And that's the difference. That's how we're able to get, such huge results for so many people. It's because we work with you directly, and that's the difference. So you're going to be testing lots of different types and lots of different styles and lots of different things, okay? We worked with Gil, for example. Gil came in, he had about 2,500 followers in the martial arts niche, struggling to grow, struggling to get any traction, making about 5 followers a day, really kind of pretty much stagnated on his account at that point. And what we did for him is we put together a whole new reel format of, a virtual fight between 2 martial artists. And then we got people to guess which style would win in this martial arts fight. So we got them to square off against each other, and then we got people to kind of guess what was going to happen next, and we got them to sort of argue about whose style was better, because that's what martial artists do. They love to argue about whose style is better. So, you know, we made a whole new format with him, and we worked with him to create a whole new format. And what happened? Well, that one video went straight to 763,000 views. The first one we published, right? Then he got another one that went to 1.7 million, and then he got like hundreds of thousands afterwards. All right. And that was, again, because, you know, we were working with him to be able to get him there, you know, but, you know, you can do this yourself, right? You can work these things out yourself and find out how to do that. And, you know, what was the result? He grew 23,000 followers in 6 weeks. He was on about 6,000 followers to start. He's now, I think he's just hit 70,000 followers, okay, in 6 months. So, you know, he's gone from sort of 6,000 to 70,000 in 6 months. Now he's got a full dojo. Now he's got more clients than he can handle. And that's all thanks to Reels Millionaire. All right. So, you know, again, these aren't exceptional results. These are normal results. We had a guy called Tim. He posted his first reel with us yesterday. That reel came in and is now tracking at 250,000 views on Facebook Reels right now. Okay, that's his first ever video on a brand new account with 0 followers. Okay, and he posted his first ever reel on that account, and he's at 250,000 views already. You know, that's how powerful this is. So if you're like, well, you know, can it work for me? I don't have any followers. You know, he's gained like 40,000 followers in a day, you know, just from the stuff that he's posting. It's absolutely nuts. Well, it's not nuts, of course, it's exactly by design, but you know, that going that fast is pretty amazing. That reel is on track now for 1 million views. Like literally with Tim, the first reel he ever made with us is on track to get 1 million views. So it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Okay. So that's the key. Okay. So, you know, we want you to do the same. So if you want to talk to us more, DM me right now. Okay. Just come off of this live right now. Go ahead and DM me right now. Just tap my name right at the top of the screen there. If you're on Instagram, tap my name. If you're on Facebook, drop a comment. I just put Reels in a comment and we'll follow up with you and we'll talk to you offline. We'd love to know more about, you know, what you do and whether, you know, we can help you reach those kind of heights. All right. So if that's something you're interested in, just go ahead and DM me and we'll get you there. Okay. And then the last bit of all of this, of course, is that last phase, you know, which is the repeat phase. Okay. So when we find what works and we've done all of our testing, then we're going to be repeating. The goal here is essentially to find your perfect sub for your audience, right? What do your audience want to consume and how do we give it to them? We live in a binge culture of video right now. People like to binge content. They like to binge video content. Okay. So, you know, when you get access to a new season, you actually people get angry. They get angry. They're like, oh, why don't I have access to the entire season straight away? Right. People get angry and frustrated because we're in such a binge culture. Okay. And it's the same for short form video. They want to binge your content, which means that content has to be predictable. Okay. It can't be massively variable, right? It has to be more predictable than, you know, what people essentially, you know, will go after all the time, which is, you know, way too much variation and, you know, not enough consistency. So in that repeat phase, once we find what they like and what works, that's when we repeat it. And that's when we trigger a viral event, okay? We trigger massive momentum first. So what you're going to see is your baseline views are going to start coming up. So you might go from like, you know, 300 to 1,000, then 3,000, then 7,000, then 12,000, then 15,000 or so. And we found the sweet spot for virality is about in the 15K ballpark. If you can get to 15K consistently, then a viral moment is going to happen. And then what happens is that activates the wave, and the wave is a massive algorithmic surge in your favor. Okay, that's when huge amount of growth takes place and you trigger this massive momentum wave. And that's what we want for you, is to trigger the wave. That's when you see a huge amount of reach coming in. Suddenly every video is getting way more reach than it normally would. You know, it doesn't even need to be better. It just gets way more reach. The algorithm gets really dialed into who it needs to point you at. And those people really appreciate your content and watch it. And then it just pushes you like crazy. And then that's when specific things go viral. All right. That's when specific things go viral. You'll get one video that pops and suddenly gets hundreds of thousands of views. and then you'll get other videos that start then getting pulled up in the vacuum that is the wave, and then suddenly more and more videos are starting to pop off, and suddenly it's like, you know, this one got 100 and this one got 100 and this one got 100, and then suddenly the top one starts going towards 1 million. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. What is it? You know, but that's how the algorithm works. Okay, so what we do is we funnel hack, you know, reverse hack the algorithm. We hack the algorithm and we trigger the wave. We literally know how to artificially trigger the algorithmic viral event that is going to get you, you know, millions of views. Okay, we know how to trigger that, and we work with you to trigger that. And then what we do is we sustain the wave for a prolonged period of time, and that's what's happening with Tyler right now. And that's how he's gotten, you know, 50,000 followers in the last 4 weeks. Is because we triggered the viral event, and we know how to trigger the viral event. So we triggered a viral event on his feed, and then we sustained that virality across all of his future posts. Okay, and by doing that, that's how he's getting these, you know, absolutely gigantic reach. If, you know, if I read out the last 2 weeks of what the Tyler's reach right now, and just to give you a sense of, you know, how viral he's going, and, you know, how much reach there is to be had, you know, this is the last 2 weeks. Tyler's had reels that have gone to 105, 90, 65, 213, 134, 690, 174, 151, 936, 404, 191, 691, 394, 155, 103, 225. These are all next to each other. These are literally all next to each other. You can go to his feed and look at it. 334, 347, 316, 194, 108, 438, all in the last 2 weeks. Okay. Literally, what's that? You know, 10 million views in the last 4 weeks and 50,000 followers in that time. Okay. And that's because we triggered that viral event, and then we sustained that viral event, and we know how to do both of those things. And we work with you to be able to make that happen. And that's the key, is we work with you to make viral events happen and then sustain those viral events to create huge growth. And we know how to do that. We know how to do that. So that's the key for us, is, and that's what we want to do for you, is help you do the same. Okay. We'll help you do the same. And it's not unusual, you know, for this to happen. If you put the work in, you listen to what we're telling you to do, and you do everything, all the things that we're telling you to do, this can totally happen for you. Okay. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, you know, now's your chance. Go ahead and book, you know, not book, go ahead and DM me, right? Either DM me, and, you know, just DM me the word reels, or just comment the word reels. If you're on Facebook, or if you're watching somewhere else, comment the word reels, and we'll have a conversation. We'll talk to you about how it works. I'll send you a 5-minute video that gives you an overview on how it works. And then if that sounds like something you're interested in, we'll book a call. And in that call, we'll talk about your real strategy. We'll work out your real strategy. We'll work out exactly what you need to be making. We'll help you map out exactly what you need to be making in your real strategy. And then we will then, you know, if you're interested, talk to you about joining Reels Millionaire. If that is something that sounds good to you, if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, then you can go ahead and join it. Okay. So if all of those things sound awesome to you, please do get in touch with us. We would love to hear from you. Take a moment to sneeze there. Please do get in touch with me. So that's the live. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you want any questions, if you've got any questions, you've got, I'll stay open for 1 more minute. Please let us know for 1 more minute. You know, if you are, would like to know more, if you've got any questions, so let us know if there's any more that you would like to, if you've got any questions on that. And if you want to talk to me further, don't forget, just DM me. Bless you. Thank you, Danny. Oh, the hay fever's coming. So we would love to hear from you. Okay. So just let us know. Just let us know if that sounds like something that's interested. But you know, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I hope you have an awesome night. Look forward to speaking to you soon. Have an awesome time. Should start seeing some more reels from me next week. I'm very excited to be getting back on the reels bandwagon. It's been a little while since I've been posting reels, because I've really been focusing on scaling out the business. We've got some stupidly exciting stuff for you coming. I know you're going to love it. So, you know, watch this space. And yes, I am looking forward to speaking to you. Have an awesome night, everybody. Take care. Bye.